Welcome back, everybody. We are still down in the caves where we just freed the elves from where they had been imprisoned by the dwarves, and then the slugs had invaded and were still kind of keeping the prison. Which is at least a little odd, because you wouldn't think the slugs would have imprisoned them, but that was what was actually standing guard over them. Not saying it doesn't make sense, just while I was explaining it that first time was the first time I'd ever thought about that is at least a little weird. And we're on our way back up to the entrance now. This is the room where we fought the first giant slug. Over there straight across from us is the door that we went through to work our way down to the bottom. And we're just going to go up here and grab some replacements for all of the minions that we had die. And then we will go back down and get that last card of gold. And then we'll be done with this area.
Browns!
And the reward that they gave you for saving Bob in the first expansion area is actually quite nice. The first time I got to it and saw, oh, it's just a way to get some weapons and armor for your minions. That's pretty lame. But, you know, now when I lose a minion, knowing that I can have lost every minion I had, and all I've got to do is go back to the Mellow Hills a couple of times, I'll be able to kill some sheep to regain the life force for all of the bronze I lost. And more beyond that even.
One likes gold, sire, but this King Goldo seems obsessed with it.
But I'll also be able to re-equip that whole new group as I do that.
I wonder what he's doing with it.
And sometimes I wish that they would go a little faster with some of the carrying objects back. It makes sense to have it slow in some places where it would be that you have to defend them from things and stuff like that, but pretty much to get to this one at all, you have to have killed everything that would really be in your way. To have to go this slowly up through here to get it, it's a little bit of a pain. But now we've got a lot of gold, so at some point when I'm back in the tower, I'll be able to upgrade that helm. And we have done pretty much everything that's in what I would consider this area of the Golden Hills, because now we'll be moving on into some very different stuff.
Flamethrowers! Effective at burning everything to a crisp. Especially those slugs, I bet. However, sire, the tank is notoriously unstable given the right kind of persuasion.
And flamethrower dwarves can be a big hassle. I was able to take that one out real quickly. And once you get them to where they're smoking like that, you do just want to back off because they are going to explode. But once they start shooting, pretty much anything they touch just instantly dies. If you start sending your minions into them and they do shoot back at you, it will kill all of your minions that are in that path. So now we just have to blow open this door and we'll be into what is, instead of just some little dwarf towns in the hills, we'll actually be going into the dwarf controlled areas. Where we've got all of their castles and defenses.
The dwarves are fiercely secret about their brewing rituals. This fort must guard the brewery.
And over here we have a portal to the tower and spawning pits of all 4 colors. Up on that ledge in front of us, there are some dwarves that are going to throw those bombs at us. First thing you want to do is just go over here, wipe out the dwarves that are up here, so that you have a clear space to fight from. Wait for their bombs to go off so that you don't go and get one that's partially already done with its timer. And you want to get them to throw one at you. Send a minion to it, and take it up here to the door. And if you see me just start sweeping my minions around for no real good reason, I have been playing some other games that I haven't been recording, that you use the right analog stick to control the camera. And so now that I'm back to this game, I'm still sometimes just by default trying to turn the camera with that stick. And that's not what it does in this game, so I am going to mistakenly do that. I've done it 2 or 3 times in the last video and in this one. And realize what I'm doing, so I will be able to stop. It's just a matter of when does it actually stop instinctively happening. This is another one of those places where it just seems like they're wasting your time pretty much. There was no need to bomb that 4 times. If you figured out to do it the once, you understand how to do it. A second time I wouldn't have been upset with. That would have made perfect sense, but 4 is a bit excessive. And then here are the Dwarf Warriors. I don't remember if I have fought any of these before now or not. They can be fairly tough, but are not too bad. That one's a little more dangerous than most in that if he can at least just hold you off right there, that the bombs they've been throwing down at you could potentially kill you, but still shouldn't be too bad. And here we've got dwarves in pretty big numbers, and in the back there we've got another one of those warrior ones. But none of the deaths that they're causing here are instant deaths, so with us having our blues with us, it shouldn't be an issue. We did lose a good handful there towards the end though, so we may actually suffer some real losses. And it looks like we did. And that my browns went running way off down there instead of just attacking the one right in front of us. Could have caused problems. All I got was 2 more though, so that shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, we only lost 1. That's not bad. And the knockdown effect he has on your minions is what can make them a bit effective and dangerous, but shouldn't be too bad still. We've about got him down. Once he's down, the rest are not a problem. Let them go ahead and bring our dead back. And then this is the point where we actually start to get some different options of which way to go and what exactly to do. I do wish that I had gotten to that dwarf before he had gotten something to drink. I also am hearing the hissing sound of one of those bombs somewhere, but I don't know who threw it or where it ended up.
Blues! Brown!
looks like it was somebody over there on that bridge. But looks like we're safe right where we are at this second. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. And then we will start to look at the different paths you can take from this point.